Well, hello everybody out there in internet land. Robbie your spoon here in Dublin, Ontario, having a spooky old time, swilling the potatoes, drinking me Guinness and eating me potatoes. Oh, well, I know we'll be celebrating the Halloween here on Tuesday Live, but did you know that Halloween was an Irish invention? That's right. It's one of the many things us Irish have given to the rest of the world. Well, back home it was known as Samhain, which means the end of summer. That's right, it marked the end of summer and the beginning of a new year. So all the dead spirits would come back and walk the earth. So everyone in our community, we'd pile up a bunch of wood and make a big fire and try to light it up and scare the spirits away. Yes, oh yes. We'd bring some embers back from the fire, back home to light our fire in the hearth to keep the spirits away for the rest of the year. And you know, we're tough folk as Irish, but you know, to carry a burning ember back in your hand was never an easy task. So we'd carve out a turnip or a potato or something and put the ember in and carry it home. You know, my dad would always carve a potato out on Halloween to carry the ember home. And it's like this, so every Halloween I'd carve me out a potato to remember my dear old dad. Oh yeah. And when we put the ember in the potato, you know what? It would cook the potato so we get home, we'd be able to eat the potato. Oh, have a little snack when we got home. And when I was a wee lad at Halloween, my granddad would tell me the story of Stingy Jack. Now, Stingy Jack was an Irish blacksmith who, like most good Irishmen, enjoyed the drink. Now, one day, Stingy Jack ran into the devil and asked him to have a drink with him. Now, it was a trick Stingy Jack had, inviting people to have a drink with him and then getting them to pay. They didn't call him Stingy Jack for nothing. Anywho, when it came time to pay for their drinks, Stingy Jack convinced the devil to turn himself into a coin so he could pay for the drinks. Well, the devil turns himself into a coin, and Jack, well, being the stingy fella he was, decides to keep the coin and puts it in his pocket along with a silver cross to keep the devil from switching back. Well, Jack soon realizes that he can't spend the coin or the devil will get out and probably be pretty angry at him. So he makes a deal with the devil that if he lets him go, the devil won't bother him for a year and not to take his soul when he was dead. Well, the devil agrees and Jack lets him go. But before the year's out, Jack tricks the devil again into climbing a tree to get some fruit. Jack carves a cross into the trunk of the tree and makes the devil promise to leave him alone for the rest of his life. Well, again the devil agrees, but as you can imagine, the devil's none too happy about being tricked by this wily Irish fella, Stingy Jack. Well, Jack dies soon enough, and of course, when he gets to the pearly gates, St. Peter's not letting him in there. Oh no. Well, the devil's having nothing to do with Jack either. Doesn't let him into hell. But he gives Jack a burning ember from the fires of hell and sends him off to wander eternally through the night. Well, instead of burning his hand, Jack carves out a turnip to hold the ember. And this fellow the Irish call Jack of the Lantern, or Jack-o'-lantern, and he's been wandering the earth ever since. My granddad said folks would carve scary faces into turnips or potatoes and light them up on Halloween to frighten away Stingy Jack should he come wandering by. Oh, of course, since we came to America and discovered the pumpkin, we realized it'd be better to use them rather than waste a perfectly good turnip or potato, that's for sure. Well, even with the bonfire at Halloween, we dressed in disguises so that if the spirits did show up, they might think we were one of them and leave us alone. Yeah, that's right. There were so many poor folk in Ireland that the children would go to the homes of the rich folk on Halloween, hoping they might get some money, some kindling for the fire, or maybe some food. If they refused to give us a treat, well, then a trick they would get. And the uncharitable quislings, that's right. We'd play games like bobbing for apples or shaving the friar. Oh, shaving the friar was fun, but you always wanted to play it when the priest wasn't around. Oh, yes. We'd make a pile of ashes and put a stick in the middle. Then we'd take a turn trying to dig the most ash out without having the stick fall over, all the time chanting, "Shave the poor friar to make him a liar, cut off his beard to make him afeard. If the friar will fail, my poor back pays for all." Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, just thinking about it makes me think of home. Well, I could go on and on about the Halloween as a wee child and all the Irish traditions, but I got to get back to me Guinness, and I got a big pot of Kilcannon to eat too. Well, happy Halloween, or as we say back home, Iha Hauna.